हेलो स्टूडेंट्स। जैसे कि आज आप देख रहे हैं आज का वीडियो मेरा एक चैप्टर इम्पॉर्टेंट है ऑडिटिंग के अंदर, जिसका नाम है प्रॉफिट, डिविजिबल प्रॉफिट एंड डिविडेंड। ये चैप्टर खासकर इससे लॉन्ग आंसर क्वेश्चंस भी बनते हैं और शॉर्ट आंसर क्वेश्चंस भी बनते हैं। तो आज हम इसी चैप्टर के बारे में डिस्कशन करेंगे। ये वीडियो मेरा इस चैप्टर पे है जो कि 3 पार्ट्स में डिवाइडेड है। तो आज हम पहला पार्ट को में क्या पढ़ने वाले हैं इसका डिस्कशन देखेंगे। इसका लेक्चर आज मैं वीडियो में आपको बताऊंगा। इसके आने वाले दिनों में मैं इसके 2 पार्ट्स और डालूंगा, क्योंकि ये चैप्टर काफ़ी बड़ा है, इसलिए इसको टुकड़े टुकड़े में समझना हमारे लिए ज़्यादा ज़रूरी होगा और हमें फ़ायदा देगा। तो अगर हम बात करें इस चैप्टर की, तो सबसे पहले चैप्टर का नाम है प्रॉफिट, डिविजिबल प्रॉफिट एंड डिविडेंड। फ्रेंड्स, इस चैप्टर में सबसे पहला हिस्सा जो हमको यहाँ पे दिख रहा है वो है प्रॉफिट का। तो हम पहले प्रॉफिट के बारे में जानेंगे कि प्रॉफिट होता क्या है। तो सबसे पहले अगर हम इसकी मीनिंग के बारे में बात करें, तो इसकी मीनिंग, हम परफेक्ट डेफिनेशन दैट वी शुड लर्न इज द प्रॉफिट फॉर अ गिवन पीरियड मे बी सेड टू बी द एक्सेस करेंट इनकम ओवर करेंट एक्सपेंडिचर एप्लीकेबल टू दैट पीरियड। ये इसकी परफेक्ट डेफिनेशंस है, आप इसे नोट कर लीजिए। इसे ही अपने एग्जाम्स में लिखेंगे तो नंबर अच्छे मिलेंगे। मैं एक बार फिर से बोल दे रहा हूँ, द प्रॉफिट फॉर अ गिवन पीरियड may be said to be the excess current income over current expenditure applicable to that period। अब हम बात करें अपने सेकेंड हेड की, जिसका नाम है डिटर्मिनेशंस ऑफ प्रॉफिट। हम प्रॉफिट्स का डिटर्मिनेशंस कैसे कर सकते हैं, जिसके अंदर पहला पॉइंट आता है वैल्यूएशंस ऑफ फिक्स्ड एसेट्स। लुक, ऑल द फिक्स्ड एसेट्स आर शोन इन द बैलेंस शीट, so whatever is the cost, a depreciation either on a straight line method or on a diminishing balance method is charged, then shows the amount which is received after putting the depreciation cost, and that very cost will be termed as the cost of fixed assets. So this is the perfect way of the valuations of fixed asset, which comes under determinations of profit, which should be done to determine the profit. Next is valuations of stock. It also affect our profit. Valuation of stocks also affect our profit, so the amount which is less will be written as closing stock। जो अमाउंट मेरा बच जाएगा, जो अमाउंट मेरा कम होगा, वो मेरा क्लोजिंग स्टॉक्स के रूप में काम करेगा। नेक्स्ट है वैल्यूएशंस ऑफ लायबिलिटी। इट इज़ आवर लायबिलिटी, सो इट्स वैल्यूएशन शुड बी डन इन अ प्रॉपर वे, because by this our amount of profit will get affected। Next is intangible assets. Goodwill, trademark, patent are a kind of intangible assets and are shown in the asset sides of the balance sheet. It is being write off every year. And after 5 to 6 years it automatically gets over. Next is unrecorded expenses. Some expenses are missed to record, so by which the profit get increases. So we should record every type of expenses to know the true profit, or we can say to know the correct profit of the business enterprise. Next is provisions of taxation. We have to pay the taxes from our profit as per the rate decided of corporate tax. So we usually forecast the rate and make the provisions for it, so that in future we could pay easily the amount of tax. Next is allocations of expenditure. Look, there are 2 types of expenses. First is revenue expense and second is capital expenses. Revenue expense shown in PL account, and capital expenses added in the asset and find its value. Now I am going to talk about its effect of wrong calculations of profit. अगर हम प्रॉफिट की गलत कैलकुलेशंस कर देंगे तो क्या आगे, इसके अंदर 2 केस आते हैं। पहला, इफेक्ट ऑफ डिटरमाइनिंग एक्सेस प्रॉफिट ओवर एक्चुअल प्रॉफिट। सपोज योर एक्चुअल प्रॉफिट इज ₹2 lakh and you are determining ₹3 lakh, then what will be the effect on your enterprise? In this, the first effect is distributions of dividend out of capital. Dividend will get affected. Second, to give more remuneration to manager, you have to give the more remuneration to manager, second point. Third, losses to interest of debentures holder and creditors. Yes, debenture holders and creditor will affect the losses. Fourth, wrong increase in the price of share. Is the fifth. फिर possibility of liquidations of company. Yes, company can go into liquidation because you have determined the wrong calculations of profit. So you are expending a lot of amount as in sense of you are recorded in the transactions. So it could create a scenario of liquidations also. And at last, not correct presentations of profit and loss of a company. If you are not presenting the correct profits and loss, then it will be the harm for the company, because profit is a kind of an asset for a company that should be determined in a correct amount so that future's expenditure can be managed of easily. So it should be presented in a correct way. Next is effect of determining less profit than actual profit. If your actual profit is rupees 2 lakh and you are determining rupees 1 lakh, then what will be the effect? First is less dividend to the shareholders. You will give less dividend to shareholders. Next, decrease in the value of share, decrease in the remunerations of manager, not proper presentations of balance sheet, creations of secret reserve, less tax to government, and goodwill will get affected. These are the effects which comes under these two sections of effects of wrong calculations of profit. Next, I am going to talk about matter regarding the actual profit. First, profit must be ascertained in conformity of GAAP principles of accounting. Here, the cost accounting and the financial accounting, cost accounts and the financial account must be valued in a proper way. To determine the actual profit, both account must be valued in a proper way. Second, under this heads only, revenue and capital item must be divided properly. That what is the amount for the revenue expenditure and what is the amount for the capital expenditure should be divided properly. Next and third, all item of current year must be taken into consideration while arriving at profit. Yes, all the items which you have been faced in the current year scenario must be taken into account while you are considering the profits of this year. Next is to follow the articles of association. Look, follow the rules, follow the methods written in article of association will helps in computing the correct profit. And third, to follow the Companies Act. Yes, directions given at part 1 of schedule 3 of Indian Companies Act regarding the calculations of profit must be taken into consideration as far as the determinations of actual profit is being concerned. So these are the matters regarding the actual profit. Now I am going to tell you about second part of this video, that is profit and divisible profit. Divisible profits, all the profits are not treated as divisible profit. Okay, all the profits which you are gaining is not be treated as divisible profit. The profits which are distributed to the shareholders are said to be as divisible profit. The profit which are distributed to the shareholders are said to be as divisible profit. Profit available for remuneration are distributed as dividend after setting aside reserve after carrying forward the director team fees. This is the perfect definition for divisible profit. Now I am going to tell you about determinations of divisible profit, that how should divisible profit can be determined. First is source of dividend. Source of dividend can be the current year profit, government account, previous year profit after the deduction of depreciation could be taken as source of dividend. Then second is how to be determined the divisible profit is current depreciations, arrear of depreciations, past year losses, capital profits, capital losses, profit prior or post incorporations. In here, capital losses means write off from the capital profit, then the amount will be determined to consider the divisible profits. Appreciations in the value of fixed assets, other matters. In other matters, we can add in this other matter like creations of reserve, profits on debentures. Like these things should be added in the determinations of divisible profit. So these are the 9 matters which is very helpful as far as the determinations of divisible profit is been concerned. We should look after these 9 materials while determining the divisible profit. Next is divisible profits and debentures. What is the relation between divisible profit and debentures? Should we learn about this? Here the study of memorandum of association and article of association should be done. Distributions of dividend should be done as far as the debentures is been concerned. Debentures holders को भी हम distributions of dividend देते हैं. To obey the Company Act, yes, obey of the Company Act is very much necessary. To obey different act on distributions of dividend. Look, distributions of dividend has also comprising certain acts. So all those acts should be taken care of as far as the distributions of dividend is been concerned. Next is distributions of dividend out of reserve. Out of reserve also we can pay the dividend as far as all the shareholders is been concerned. Next is creations of reserve. Creation of reserve is very much necessary to determine the divisible profit as well. Now I am going to tell you about what is the dividend mean. Dividend is that portion of the profit and surplus fund of corporation which has actually been set aside by the valid act and corporations for distributions among its shareholders. डिविजिबल प्रॉफिट में से जो अमाउंट हम शेयर होल्डर को देंगे वही एक तरीके का डिविडेंड होता है। अब हम बात करते हैं कि डिटर्मिनेशंस ऑफ डिविडेंड हम कैसे कर सकते हैं, कैसे कर सकते हैं। तो इसमें आता है चेकिंग ऑफ प्रॉफिट्स, वी कुड चेक द प्रॉफिट्स टू डिटरमाइन द डिविडेंड। डिटर्मिनेशंस ऑफ द रेट ऑफ डिविडेंड, इसमें हम रेट ऑफ डिविडेंड को भी डिटरमाइन करते थे जब हम डिविडेंड का डिटर्मिनेशन करते हैं। वैल्यूएशन वेरिफिकेशंस ऑफ लिक्विड एसेट, देन ओनली वी कुड गेट द एक्चुअल अमाउंट विच इज सेट टू बी असर्टेन फॉर डिटरमाइनिंग द डिविडेंड। Next is forecasting of future needs. What is the future needs of cash according to which only dividend could be paid off. Adequacy of reserves at the time of surplus profit. At the time of surplus profit, we could get the dividend. To follow the rules and regulations of the company. Yes, if the in the rules and regulations of the company it is written that you have to give the dividend a certain amount of dividend, then you should follow that rules. Next is you have to follow the provisions of Company Act. If the Companies Act is saying that this is the percent of amount which should be given as a dividend, then in the severe cases also the company has to give the dividend. So this video is regarding the profits and divisible profit as far as the dividend, profit, divisible profit, profits has been concerned. So the second part of the video is also been there, so stay tuned to get the second part also, in which I will discuss about provisions of Companies Act 2013 relating to the payment of dividend, which comes under section 123. Means we will discuss about whole thing that what its dividend means. Here I have given what is the glimpse of the dividend that should be taken care of, and in the next video I will discuss the full dividend portion. Thank you.